Hello, Virgo. Virgo friend, my Virgo viewers. I am back to do more readings for you. It's been a while. I don't know if I'll do any other signs. If I do, it won't be like, I don't know how regularly it'll be. I know I'll do Virgo every month, though, because I'm Virgo, and we're all family here. Okay, so this is your general love reading, Virgo. This isn't a personal reading. I don't really do personal readings either, but obviously to get the most accurate outcome, you would want to get a personal reading from a tarot reader. My favorite is The Good, the Bad, and the Tarot here on YouTube. So if you do want a personal reading, I would check her out, I guess, since I don't really do them. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started into your reading, Virgo. I went ahead and already put all the cards out beforehand before we started here. That way I could get an idea and kind of gather some like basic thoughts on it before I just started this video. So, overall, I'm not seeing like the best of cards here for you, Virgo, but we do have a good outcome up here. So, well, it's good depending on what you're looking for here. Like, let's be honest, you know what I mean? So, anyways, in your current position, we have the Queen of Swords in reverse, and it's kind of saying that you need to think for yourself and that you are needing to, make some decisions and think for yourself without, like, all of these outside influences affecting that. And this is helped or hurt. It's crossed by the Nine of Wands in reverse. And that's kind of saying that you feel really dragged down, all work, no play. I feel like you also feel really hesitant to make it, you feel really hesitant to make a commitment. And, but at the same time, you also don't need to make any hasty decisions. Like, you definitely need to make sure that you think it out and don't just rush into it. And I kind of feel like with this Four of Cups in reverse at the root of the situation, I kind of feel like you missed out on an opportunity. Maybe possibly like it was right under your nose and you didn't get it before it was gone kind of thing. For some of you. Also, some of you may be reluctant to open up your heart to someone, and I feel like you might have been like, you might be isolating yourself this month, and this may be something that's like already been happening in May as well for some of you. But in June, I see this energy there. This is the root of the situation, so like maybe some of you are starting to move past it a little bit, hopefully. But in the near past here, we have the Seven of Swords in reverse, and I feel like you need to break free from some old habits. With this being in the past, some of you may have already broke free from it, but I feel like most of you are going to be needing to break free from some old habits. Instead of like escaping, like break through, like break out of these old habits instead of like escaping from them. Because, these old habits, these old ways of thoughts and doing things, like they aren't working. And, yeah, we just need to find a new way to go about it. Some of you also may be finding it difficult to take the first step in something that you've been wanting. Like a specific person, or if you're already in a relationship, maybe like something else. But you're finding it difficult to take the first step. A lot of you are as well. In your head and in your thoughts about the situation, what your thoughts are is the Six of Swords. And this talks about like moving on and letting go a lot of times. Not necessarily of a specific person, but I feel like for a lot of you, you're going to need to let go of specific people. I feel like I'm getting for a lot of you, too. I feel like a lot of you, it may help to kind of get away a little bit because, with the space you're in right now, it's just too many, like, memories and too much like ties to that, and I feel like a lot of you are just needing like an escape, and a lot of you may be traveling. This card can mean that, but a lot of you are just really needing to move on, and I feel like you kind of know that you need to do that, but I feel like you're a little reluctant to do that as well. And I feel like for those of you who have like someone like new that you're into right now, I feel like a piece of you is like holding on to something else from the past. Not even necessarily like you want to be with them, but in some kind of way, and it's affecting this situation and it's hurting you. In your near future, we have the Two of Cups in reverse, unfortunately. It would be majestic if it was right side up, but it's not. We have it in reverse. So, Two of Cups in reverse talks about, normally, if you're in a relationship, it could be a breakup. So, if you're in a relationship, there could be a breakup. There could be a lack of harmony in a relationship for my Virgos that are in relationships already. For other Virgos that aren't in a relationship, which is probably most people watching this, because I don't know, does people in relationships watch love readings? I don't know. Let me know if you're in a relationship and you watch love readings. I feel like a lot of you may have like a more physical thing than a heartfelt thing going on this month, which isn't necessarily what you would think of in a Virgo, but like we can surprise people, can't we? Oh, do you see my little Lulu right there? Okay, so yeah, I feel like, and I feel like a lot of you are also, again, I'm getting with this card, I feel like a lot of you are unable to open yourself up emotionally. And obviously, this isn't a good card, but you can control your outcome, you control your destiny. So, like, knowing this, like, you could possibly change that. So, but yeah, I feel like a lot of you are unable to open yourself up, and I don't know, I'm not saying you should, because I don't know what would happen then. Everything's meant to happen for a reason, I feel like, right? I know that sucks to say that, I hate that. That's like when someone tells you, or when you do a tarot reading, and it's like, it tells you to wait or be patient, and I'm like, literally, fuck you. Sorry. That's how I feel about it, though. Anyways, and the how you see yourself down here, we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And this Knight of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like this is someone who is really bored with their situation. They're feeling a little bit restless and stuck. They might also see themselves as kind of a little bit lazy. Or maybe they don't see themselves as that, but maybe they should. So, I mean, I definitely see a lot of stagnant energy here so far. But at the same time, with this Nine of Wands in reverse, I'm seeing to not make any hasty decisions, though, at the same time. No hasty judgments. You might be a little bit on edge, too. Anyways, in your environment, or if there's another person, then this might be how they see you. We have the World, and that talks about completion of a project. It can, by project, I mean, like, it could be school, because it is June, and a lot of people are getting out of high school or college or different things like that. It could be the completion of a relationship, and that might not necessarily be, like, a romantic relationship. It could be a friendship. But I feel like a completion or maybe a feeling of closure for a lot of you out there. And that is, I feel like, going to be good. I feel like it may not seem that way at the moment, of course. But I feel like that's going to be best in the end. I hate those kind of things. I feel like, yeah, but I feel like you might have, like, a feeling of closure. And if that is one of you out there, then congratulations. That's always a good thing, I feel like. It's, like, because when you get that feeling of closure, it's like the weight, like, is lifted from your chest. That's what I'm imagining. Anyways, in your hopes and in your fears, we have the Seven of Cups in reverse, and, I guess it's a good thing that it's in the position it's in, and I can completely understand why this is here. I feel like this is a fear that a lot of you are fears of illusions. You could be fearing that right now. A lot of you could be fearing, like, kind of like the question, and I'm getting like, what do I truly want? Like, that's the question that I'm hearing to myself. when I see this card, and I feel like this is something that you might be thinking right now, like, what do I truly want? And it might be like a fear, like, I don't know, once you get into something, it's like, is this really what I, like, what's going to make me happy? I feel like that's something that a lot of you are thinking right now this month. Of course, this is a general reading. I feel like every time I say something, I think to myself, this is a general reading. Someone's gonna fucking bite my head off in the comments. Like, calm down, honey. Calm down. It's okay. In the outcome, we have Four of Pentacles in reverse. And this Four of Pentacles in reverse, I mean, it's talking about someone who's stable and self-sufficient, which can be a good thing. Even if you're in a relationship, I feel like you need to be self-sufficient still, because if you're not self-sufficient, then the relationship is going to have a harder time working. If it even does. I don't know. Anyways, so, I mean, there's that, but I feel like it can be taken too far into a greedy level when it comes to money, especially. So, like, you may be taking too much out of someone in the end, in this outcome. But it is stable for you, stable emotionally or financially. And I do see a self-sufficient energy from that. So, I mean, the outcome is good. Like I said before, though, I guess it depends on really what you was looking for when you came here. I would love to know what your guys' thoughts and opinions are on this. If you have anything you want to share, like, let's be friends. I don't know. Yeah, I will be doing Virgo's love reading every month, at least. I might do some other signs. I don't know what other signs will be regularly, if any other signs will be regularly. I'll just kind of try to record throughout the month. And I'll try to do as much as I can. Anyways, until next time, Virgo, I appreciate you watching. I hope that you're able to move out of any stagnant energy or feeling stuck that you may be this month. I hope that you enjoy your summer, like, woo, 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 like, LOLs. But, like, I hope that you have a good summer, and I will see you guys next month, Virgo. Until next time, take care.